everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to the Slowest Blitz, where we are playing Asphodel. It's turn 68. How the hell is it turn 68? I thought it was going to be dead like 10 turns ago. We continue on. We drive forward. We have empowered one of our Trinity in Glamour in an attempt to kind of reach those higher Glamour spell options. So, cool. Did some site searching. Find a broken maze, which is actually really cool. Over here in Gold Mountains, very, very glad that we were able to negotiate to keep this with Naba, because this great silver mine and now a broken maze is pretty big for us, considering we have almost no income. This is like almost a quarter of our income. Fuck. Broken Maze, 2 Earth, and 1 Astral Pearl. Also a large portion of our Earth income, and the half of our Astral income. So, yay! That's nice. That's nice. We get attacked in Bycliff. Hey! That. What? Oh, is that cursed? Maybe that's cursed? Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Sure. We'll take that. I mean, we didn't do it, but it's good to know about. Alright, so 1 PD there, nothing happened. Hey, we kill a wolf. Woo! Net positive. We attack man. 1 PD yet again in the Forest of the Lost. So this is where he actually had his 2 little thugs. And they're gone. Sadness hero. We get to watch Vanarus attacking Abysia. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, this is... who are the commanders? Oh, he's using Great Hawks as the actual commanders. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. That's worthwhile. Has a Zamay mixed in here, but mostly this is a shit ton of Draconians. I wonder how many Draconians he has summoned. I truly do think Draconians are undercosted for the amount of units that you... undercosted, or the magic levels required to summon them are too low. Like, either or, I think, could be a balancing. Because you get so many of them when you summon them. They honestly don't cost that much. They honestly aren't that difficult to summon. And you get a commander that just keeps summoning them, right? I kind of... the amount of Draconians that Vanarus is flying around with, though, it kind of makes it feel as if they've just summoned like 5 to 10 Draconians and are just like going ham with them. I could see that being pretty effective. This is probably gonna go in the Draconians' favor. Yay! Yay, yay. Now, caveat with the Draconians is they are size 6, they don't have great defensive statistics, and they, their attack density is not high. But, I mean, they hit pretty hard, they have a poisonous bite, they've got a lot of HP, and they're flyers, so it just is pretty good. Is pretty good. Yeah, loses 5 Draconians for a lot of PD. A lot of PD. Hot damn. Hello, Dotus. Please do not attack me. Unexpected event has occurred in Kasevik Highlands. We get +1 water gems. We lose another fucking scout. God damn it. We lose a scout in Tunnels of the Lost. I hate this. I hate losing scouts. I just want to see things. We've breached Forbidden Forest. Cool. and then we lost a Dryad Hag to disease, which is... What are we doing this turn? So first and foremost, we're gonna take Forbidden Forest back, which is pretty important. All the money we got is just hemorrhaged. Like, there's just nothing to do about it. Yike. Well, there are things to do about it, but I don't know. We're working on it. I should probably be working on it more aggressively, but we're working on it. So we're taking back Forbidden Forest. This shouldn't be any issue. We are consolidating in Force of the Lost. A decently sized force here. Enough to where I think if he pops those commanders back in, they will get got. Doing the whole normal thing of moving people around, etc., all that jazz. Nothing kind of crazy there. We do have... So this is one of the things that we are doing, right? So we've got another Twiceborn going up on this Panic Apostate. We don't have a crazy amount of death income, but we have enough to where we can kind of do this every couple turns. This guy is also already Twiceborn. Cool. So what we are doing here is these guys cost 336 gold a year. It's a lot of money. 336 gold a year is 28 gold a month. So, the hope is we're just trying to decrease our income as much, or our upkeep as much as possible. So we're sending these Panic Apostates on a little bit of a mission. They're both Twiceborn, right? We're not trying to get... We would prefer they actually accomplish something before they die. But basically, they're just going out and doing like some very basic castings. Soul Vortex, Personal Bark Skin, Personal Regeneration, some Horde of Skeletons stuff. We don't really have the gear nor the gems to do anything crazy with, so throwing out a Strength of Gaia, Soul Vortex. We've got some gems on him for him to be able to Soul Vortex, Personal Iron Skin, Temper Flesh, right? So just kind of mixing and matching the buffs that they can actually do. More than likely, this isn't going to amount to much of anything, but we'll see, right? Most likely, they both just die. But even in that case, right, we just saved 56 gold a month, and we get them back as fucking Carrion Lords. Now, they're not exact Carrion Lords. You can't just cheat in a Carrion Lord by Twiceborning a Panic Apostate and getting it killed. But so they don't come back with the H levels, right? So they don't suddenly become priests, I don't believe. But they do, they do have the same undead form, same attacks and everything like that. So we've got that whole situation going for us, so that's kind of nice. So we've got right now, Fucking Lucky, Paeon, Theron, and Catablethon. So we're working on getting Theron Twiceborn this turn as well. So in total, once we get them, all of them Twiceborn and dead, right? That saves us 112 upkeep a turn. So that, that is a move in the right direction. That's not going to make us, like, solvent or anything like that, but it definitely will get us at least hemorrhaging less money every single turn. And then the question becomes, right, like, can we start doing that with Dryad Hags, right? Like, Dryad Hags are 148 gold a year. But, again, that's a lot of death income, and I don't know that's actually going to work out in the long run. This is why it's so important to ensure that you have flipped over to a gem economy as early as possible in a game with Asphodel, right? And specifically, right, like that means because you're not going to be able to afford to recruit even your own mages for an extended period of time. But if you, especially if you have a high enough death income, you can do twice-born tricks. A lot of your Dryad Hags are going to be able to twice-born out of the gate, right? Cost 2, right? But it is going to be expensive. But if you get to the point to where you have enough death gems, you can say like you're a gold economy up to like turn 30. And if you have enough death gems by that point, you can go through the process of twice spawning and killing off all of your bigger mages, all of your panic apostates, your Dryad Hags, even the Death 1 Dryad Hags, you can just give a Skull Staff to twice born, right? So, the really important thing, because the issue is that we're losing troops, also keeping a treasury and transmuting, but we're losing troops due to this. For instance, I think it's been a while since I checked, but I think we're down from around like 50-ish Black Centaurs of like 10 turns ago, and those aren't like death losses; those are just. I think we also had more Minotaur warriors at one point. I don't know what the calculations behind deserters are, basically. I don't know how that's nothing. Honestly, like, I don't play. I think most people I would say probably very rarely play a nation whose upkeep is going to outstrip their income. I say that's probably more common, I think, now in Dominion 6 with death scales being more popular on like gaining early power for blesses and things like that. I bet more people are running into that kind of like upkeep income threshold. But at least in Dominions 5, that was pretty rare. It basically only happened if you were like playing a pop kill nation, because almost everyone else was taking at least some amount of growth the vast majority of the time. So, and it doesn't take very much growth to keep you kind of scaling past the point, because it's upkeep, and unless you're doing just a metric shit ton of non-sacred high cost units, upkeep just has to take a long time to scale up to the point of your income. Anyways, so we're doing that. We're hoping to just kind of like harass or maybe catch a couple things here or there before they die. But honestly, probably we should just throw them at like Namor or Bycliffe or Sylvania and just cross our fingers. But we'll see. There is some concern about these individuals being out and about while man attacks, but if that's the case, I'm pretty sure we can immediately throw them at something to either kill them and expressway their back home, or they move pretty far in stealth mode, right? So we could probably just sneak them back home as well. We're doing another set of Boots of the Messenger, primarily for our gods. We are forging a Gossamer Veil, so we'll be up to Glamour 4 for big glamour stuff. What else are we doing? Not doing never mind, we are. Carrion Centaur here in Shadowglade, Carrion Centaur here in Shade Forest. We're not doing a Carrion Centaur here in Asphodel. I can't remember if that was because we wanted to save a specific amount of gems or not. We can see down here the army moved. I forgot to move my scout, but the army has moved, and there's a lot of Vanarusian territory down in Abysia land now. So we're heading to Abyssia's cap to see if there's a battle going on there. So it's possible that I was just like, okay, let's hold back a little bit of gems at the moment. That being said, I still can't cast Mother Oak. Fuck. Did I fix this? I didn't fix this. I don't really know why I am worrying about this if I still can't cast Mother Oak. Right? Yeah, I need a 5. It would presumably be on, like, our Prophet or on fucking Lucky. This is a fucking oversight. Check our... See if I got one sitting around somewhere that I'm not aware of. Absolutely do not. Yeah. Okay, well that's just an oversight. Maybe that's it. Maybe I was... Okay, so we are sending Nature Gem and Blood Slaves to Nabah, but I can't remember what we're sending them for. Maybe I'm sending it for... Oh, right! I think I was trying to get a, what's that called? Mistletoe? Mistletoe. So... Moonvine bracelet. I think I'm trying to trade for a Moonvine bracelet to snag. So maybe we're trying to get that covered. Anyways, got a lot of little things going on, but again, we're in the whole death throes state, kind of just doing what we want or what we can. Up to 900 here, to 1456 here, up to 400 here, and this had almost nothing. A couple of turns ago. Obviously, we've been pulling in some units. I think we brought we left originally like 200 units here. So, definitely getting to the point to where our reanimation capabilities are starting to actually bear fruition, right? While I'm actively playing, I kind of every time I load up a turn. The first thing I do is I just go to my forts and I'm like, okay, what do we have today? Double click, drop in, double click, drop in, double click, drop in. And I'm just growing these kind of like contingents of specific units. It's honestly actually kind of fun and soothing. Like we've got 12 Carrion behemoths in Asphodel now. How many do we have in Shadowglade? We have 55 Carrion behemoths in Shadowglade. Holy shit. That's kind of scary, honestly. That's kind of scary. Look. That's wild. Alright, anyways. There's nothing else really going on. We're getting there. We're almost there. 4-ish more turns to alteration or to Army of Rats. I say 4-ish more turns. This looks like probably 5 more turns. We're not going to quite get there in 4 unless we stop like doing stuff like stop doing site searching. Although our site searching has decreased from the last couple turns, partially just because we don't have as many things that we can site search for anymore. We're starting up casts of vile water. We didn't get as much water as we wanted to, but I think we're pretty much done site searching water. Yeah. We site searched everything that we really have, and we only have 2 water income, which is fairly unfortunate for us. But is what it is. And surprisingly, we're getting, of all the things to get, we're getting a lot of Earth income. We don't really have great options for. We have our god. It's a duo, right? Is Earth 3. We could potentially get somewhere with Earth 3, right? Like a pair of Earth boots gets us to Earth 4. I just don't know. I mean, we could, at Earth 4, we could Troll King's Court, but we can't afford a Troll King's Court. I hate that trolls actually cost money. Oh, goodness. Oh well. Anyways, I'm yammering on at this point. That is pretty much it. Nothing else super exciting. Trying to keep eyes on things. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.